I'm Deb Lovejoy.
Hi, I'm Deb Lovejoy from Lovejoy's Enchanted Cottage. I have a wonderful business here that lets me love on feet and still make a living. And I also do other things like reflexology. Everything I do is foundationed in Reiki, which is healing unconditional love. And also do SRT, which is spiritual response therapy that moves energy blocks out of the body, out of the mentality. I also do holistic manicures, but my love is feet. Your whole body's reflected in your feet, so I love to let people heal through their feet and really know how important they are. And I just love that I can make people start seeing their feet in a different light. I worked for 3 years at an Aveda salon in Columbus, Ohio that was just fabulous, but when I came to Sedona, I lived here for a year and then opened my own business, Lovejoy's Enchanted Cottage, and just took off from day one. Sedona is not noted for being kind to businesses. Sometimes when you first start, you have to really pay your dues, and I don't know what I did, but I was very blessed because it always worked for me. In Columbus, people loved my work, but it was a handful of people that appreciated it and got who I am and what I do. And here, I'm like, you know, one of the more average people instead of one of the most out there people. My love of feet and getting you to love your feet and take care of them is so important. I use tuning forks on the feet. Nobody that I know does that. I'm all about frequency and vibration, and I think the higher we can keep our frequency and vibration, the healthier, the happier we are. And so I use essential oils which do that. Of course, the Reiki does that. The reflexology does that because your whole body is reflected in your feet. The holistic pedicure, you pick stones for their healing properties. They go in the water. Same for the essential oils. You get a little mini reading. We pick cards and I give you, whatever the cards tell you about you that day. We work on some numerology. My polishes are formaldehyde, toluene, and DVP-free. It's about the nail preparation. It's about my intention. I'm huge on intention. Our thoughts create a reality. And if you don't pay attention to what you're saying, speaking, or thinking, that's why things are happening in your life. And I bring all that to the forefront. I'm all about making you really appreciate who you are and why you're on this planet and your purpose and your objectives. I'm about empowering my clients to help themselves. I just give them the keys to open those places, but they have to do it themselves. He did such a superb job of letting people see the beauty and the majesty and the gifts that we have by living in Sedona, and her beauty constantly changes every day. It's never the same. There are no mistakes. Everything happens for a reason. There are no coincidences. There are no chance meetings. You see somebody in the grocery store and they look up and smile at you. That was meant to be. We need to laser everything and get out of the past, get out of the future, and be so present. And the more we are, we allow the things in our lives to unfold at an easier and a more beautiful unfolding. She was delightful, and when I found out that she loved feet, I was so thrilled that she told me that she gave her friends foot massages, and she loved to do that, and it came across in the movie. And she's a beautiful light. She's a very down-to-earth person. I never would have known I was talking to an actress of her caliber, and she was like honoring me, and I was like, you've got to be kidding. I'm just so thrilled to give you a pedicure, and we had such a wonderful conversation, and she's a delightful woman, and I'm grateful that Tommy found her to play my part. When Tommy first told me that I'd make a great character in a movie, I thought he was joking and giving me a hard time because I was one of the first people they met in Sedona, and I figured he was thinking I was like one of the most far-out people he'd ever met. And I think that was true. And I'm okay with that. I love being eclectic. The character is not me, but she represents who I am, and I'm honored that she represents me, and my whole motive of living right now is to make the world a better place. And if I can do that one foot at a time, one pair of feet at a time, whatever the case may be, that makes me very happy.